presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
Economy, innovation, culture, exploration. Discover the vibrant pulse of China's economy and dive into the rich tapestry of its culture. Embark on a journey of exploration with Meet China. Here, your journey begins.
Welcome to Harbin, and welcome to the ice and snow world. Harbin, the capital city of China's northernmost province of Heilongjiang, is the online sensation at the moment in the country and the top tourist destination for millions in China, particularly for people from the south. While winter often means a surge in tourism for Harbin, this season has witnessed a boom like no other.
We're very happy. Southerners love snow.
There are so many tourists here. Harbin is very popular now.
The Ice and Snow World Festival is the city's main spectacle. It's the biggest such event in the world and draws people from all corners of the globe.
I'm from Germany.
I'm from Russia.
I'm from Argentina.
The Ice and Snow World is famous for its intricate giant sculptures carved entirely from ice and snow. The ice architecture, while spectacular, isn't the only thing to behold. The giant slides are the cherries on top, with many queuing up to 6 hours for a chance to ride.
There is a running joke between the taller northeasterners in China with the southerners, who are much shorter, where the northerners call them small potatoes. And I guess that makes me a small potato. That endearing banter turned into a trending topic on Chinese social media, contributing to the city's internet phenomenon.
I think the wide promotion of personal social media contributes a lot to its popularity.
Yeah, I watch so many videos on the internet, like in Chinese social media.
The park attracts many tourists every year, but we didn't expect such a big number.
Harbin has made full use of the internet and social platforms, and northeast China has an abundance of ice and snow. Harbin also took full account of the needs of tourists, constantly optimizing the environment and improving services. That is why Harbin, this cold place, became the hottest city.
But the Winter Festival isn't just limited to the park. It spreads to several locations across Harbin. Zhongyang Dajie, or Central Street, is one of the longest pedestrian streets in China. And it's at this 125-year-old street that you really get a feel of the city's Russian influence, as well as Heilongjiang's proximity to the Chinese-Russian border. It features European-style buildings, and many of the shops have both Chinese and Russian signage. The street is also a major point of one of the city's most interesting winter traditions. The city has gone above and beyond to ensure that tourists' comfort is top priority. Knowing just how important those frosty pictures are, Harbin has constructed a large artificial moon at the St. Sophia Cathedral, allowing tourists to capture better pictures at night without relying on portable lighting. Local restaurants have gone to great lengths to attract customers, presenting mundane local specialties in the most elegant way they can come up with. And to appease the appetite of southern tourists, many even changed some of their delicacies from salty to sweet. This attention to detail across the board ensures that tourists flock to social media to share their positive experiences. And what would a place be without its people? Harbin residents have received constant praise for their warmth and hospitality.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Especially if you don't come from a country where you can actually see snow, you have to come here. You're gonna love it. People are really nice. Food is amazing, and it's also very big. So yeah, come to Harbin.
Tourism officials from different cities have been hard-pressed to emulate Harbin's success. They've been posting videos of various stunts on social media as they seek ways to boost their own tourism. But Harbin isn't China's first internet phenomenon city.
More and more destinations realize that the essence of tourism projects these days is no longer just a showcase of our tourism resources and attractions, but to create a unique and wonderful personalized experience for our visitors.
And another pretty interesting tradition people here have is waking up pretty early and coming to the morning market. Now it's 7:27 a.m. It's negative 22 degrees Celsius and it's already crowded, and I want to join in on all the fun.喂，你好，这个是什么？这是草莓冰糖葫芦。啊，好的，好的，第二一个。Well, street food in Harbin is a big part of the culture, and whether it's bintang hulu, no, it's frozen, or the traditional frozen pear, or the fried sticky pancake, or the sticky steamed buns, or 年豆包, or the sweet tofu pudding made specially for the tourists from the southern parts. Harbin's morning market has it all. People-centered governance, a variety of tourism services, and much talked about hospitality are some of the traits these celebrity cities have that ensure the tourists flock to experience it for themselves.
I think consumer behaviors have changed a lot over the years, especially Chinese tourists. It used to be that people would just get on the bus and get off the bus and take a picture and leave. That's no longer the case anymore. Young tourists today really hope to get the full cultural immersion experience where they get to partake.
But for Harbin and other hotspots, keeping tourists coming back beyond the temporary internet craze remains a concern. It's important to note that young people have been the driving force in many of these campaigns.
Young people today, they really demand a deeper understanding of the city itself and the culture and history behind it. That's why we're seeing many young tourists, right, or young consumers, planning themselves. And then when they go to the city, they know full well what they're expecting. And then they demand a higher quality of service.
Harbin, a magical icy kingdom, is unleashing a fiery vibe in the Chinese tourism industry. And despite freezing temperatures, it offers a mesmerizing feast for the senses.
As the day ends here at the Ice and Snow Festival, a lot of the tourists come right here, right behind me for an electrifying music concert that's sure to drive that bone-chilling cold away. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. But I wonder just what city is gonna give us our next internet phenomenon.
As the saying goes, it's always Fashion Week somewhere. Yes, I feel that in Shanghai. Walking around the streets of this fashion capital, you'll see all kinds of styles, and you can easily spot what's trending right now. This winter, I'd say, just like last year, the new Chinese style is definitely in.
The new Chinese style has been super popular the last couple of years, and so many fashion influencers are styling it, so we decided to hop on the trend and picked up a few outfits ourselves.
My friends who are studying abroad are really into the new Chinese style these days. They think it's not only stylish, but also has a lot of cultural meaning. And it's getting pretty popular overseas, too.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that they're like reinventing and keeping in touch with their roots. Yeah, since I'm not used to wearing that kind of thing, I don't know if like I would like it's not my style, you know. But like if one day like I would be down to like try it, for example, and like try and wear things like that.
New Chinese style clothing is basically all about mixing traditional Chinese elements with modern looks. Since I'm always into the latest trends, there is no doubt I'm going to grab some stylish pieces for the new year too.
我们家的话就会偏中式跟现代结合一点。
New Chinese style clothing keeps classic details like the Mandarin collar, frog buttons, and double-breasted design, but with a modern twist such as new cuts, styles, and details. It's way more casual and not as fancy as traditional Hanfu. Since the Spring Festival Gala this year, so many celebrities have been rocking the new Chinese style, and now there are tons of stores selling it.
These days, new Chinese style clothes are becoming a staple in the wardrobes of more and more people. The store manager told me that since the end of last year, their sales have gone up by about 40%. Corresponding to the rise of new Chinese style clothing is the increasing popularity of high-end fabrics used in these garments.
The fabrics used in new Chinese style are really carefully chosen with luxurious materials like silk, song brocade, and fragrant cloud silk. But because these fabrics are pretty pricey, they're not as attractive to younger people or the general public. For us, our main customers tend to be women over 30.
Driven by growing market demand, the number of new Chinese-style brands is also increasing, especially in fashion-forward Shanghai. On just one street, you'll find 3 stores selling these styles. And definitely check out the alleyways. Apparently there are some awesome hidden gems back there too. Okay, here we are. This cheongsam shop has been around for over 10 years. The owner designs and makes all the cheongsams by hand, and over time, the styles have slowly changed and evolved.
Back in the day, cheongsams had a basic cut that didn't emphasize curves, as our traditional culture valued modesty. But nowadays, the designs are much more modern. Personally, I love sleeveless styles because I think it's beautiful for women to show off their arms and curves with confidence. 10 years ago, wearing a cheongsam or other traditional Chinese clothing on the street might have required some courage, but now it's something you can see anytime. In fact, today's cheongsams feature innovative designs, including the use of modern fabrics like lace and chiffon, like the ones you just tried on, and the color palette goes beyond the usual reds and greens, incorporating contemporary shades like Morandi tones and black and white.
Whether it's through unique fashion styles or lively discussions on social media, New Chinese style clothing is offering fresh inspiration and direction for the fashion world. And when it comes to this, Chinese designer Tori Wang is undoubtedly one of the leading voices.
Hello, hi. Hi, Tori, nice to see you.
So nice to see you. Tori Wang's women's collection have been a regular at New York Fashion Week over the past decade. Right now, she's busy preparing for New York Fashion Week in February 2025. At the 2024 Winter New York Fashion Week, Tori Wang debuted her women's wear collection, drawing inspiration from blossoming peony, a flower rooted in Chinese culture, showcasing China's unique aesthetics and traditional craftsmanship to the world, earning widespread praise.
If Chinese style doesn't change and adapt, it won't be able to carry on. Therefore, the designs I create are definitely modern takes on traditional Chinese styles, in line with today's trends. For the upcoming 2025 New York Fashion Week, Zhu Zui will present a collection titled Autumn Splendor, Winter Essence, incorporating new Chinese-style elements throughout. The collection will feature innovative designs and color use, fabric manipulation, tailored silhouettes, and three-dimensional embroidery.
In addition to innovative designs, Tori Wang has partnered with a heritage enterprise in Jiangsu, specializing in traditional pleating techniques to develop new molds, giving the garments a unique style that blends both structure and fluidity.
As a Chinese designer, I'm passionate about bringing Chinese culture and design to the global stage. So far, both Tori Wang and Zhu Zui have received a positive response in international markets, with customers abroad showing strong interest in traditional Chinese elements, such as our peony design, which symbolizes a key cultural icon of China.
With the rise of the style, new Chinese style clothing is attracting attention in numerous settings, whether at parties, exhibitions, or on the streets, both domestically and internationally.
The new Chinese style is driving a wave of consumer market evolution. This counter resurgence is fueling diverse consumption scenarios, sparking growth and innovation in the market.
From the vibrant streets of Shanghai to global runways, the new Chinese style is making waves, extending beyond fashion to include accessories, beauty, and even food and lifestyle. Walking the streets of Shanghai, it feels like every corner is a runway and every outfit tells its own story.
Some people fear them. Others find them intriguing. At the Spaceman Reptile Museum in Beijing, snakes of all sizes and colors are on display. For these boys, seeing snakes up close is a dream come true.
I'm born in the year of the snake and I love snakes. I'm so excited because I don't get to see or play with them often. When I grow up, I want to own a corn snake.
I'm here today because I'm really curious about snakes.
As for the grown-ups, their reaction toward the slithery creature is still a bit wary.
I was a bit hesitant to come here because I'm scared of snakes, but my son loves them, so I thought it would be worthwhile to bring him.
A move from fear to fascination. After being reassured by the museum staff that most snakes on site are non-venomous and safe to handle, I decided to step outside of my comfort zone.
The texture on top feels different than the one on bottom on its belly. Can I wear it as a scarf?
Take it easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. It's very muscular. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's not every day that you get to pet a snake. I'm still a little bit scared. As you can see, my hands are shaking. But this one is very calm, cool, and very smooth. Strong as well.
Currently, China is home to over 200 species of snakes, 2/3 of which are non-venomous. Yuki, the founder of Spaceman Reptile Museum, stresses the importance of being cautious when encountering snakes in the wild. However, his mission at the museum is to change how we perceive these reptiles and break the stigma surrounding them.
Kids today live relatively comfortable lives, and they should have more opportunities to learn about these animals. If we nurture their interest at a young age by exposing them to the wonders of nature, we might inspire future biologists, sparking a lasting interest.
In Chinese culture, the snake is more than just a creature of the natural world. It has been featured widely in mythology. In the classic of Mountains and Seas, an ancient text filled with mythical beings, many serpentine deities can be found. Artist Ren Caifeng spent over a decade bringing these creatures to life through his art.
The snake holds great significance in the ancient Chinese beliefs regarding the origin of life. Nuwa is the goddess of creation, creator of all mankind. She is often depicted with the head of a woman and the lower body of a snake.
The ancient Chinese also revered snakes for their toughness and adaptability. These reptiles thrive in harsh environments, enduring tough living conditions.
The ancient Chinese believed that snakes were powerful, full of vitality, and highly adaptable, qualities that humans needed. As a result, snakes appeared in early totems. In addition, they were associated with mystical powers, often imbued with mysterious qualities.
As we celebrate the Year of the Snake, these slithery creatures remind us of their deep connection to Chinese culture. Whether through ancient myths, enduring symbolism, or their playful charm as pets, snakes continue to captivate and inspire across generations.
The god of wealth peeks out from behind a mahjong. He's got his eye on you, signaling that good fortune is on the way. Another lounges casually on the sofa, hinting at the hopes of easy fortune. These cheerful figures are flying off the shelves during Lunar New Year celebrations.
Collectors love the god of wealth. We display these figures at our shop entrance, and everyone stops to take a look.
Their popularity isn't just driven by the promise of wealth. The designs fuse tradition with a fresh, modern twist.
These pieces challenge what I typically think of when imagining the god of wealth. One figure lying on the sofa symbolizes earning money with ease, something I hope for.
There's something traditional about them, but they also look modern and artistic. I think they look stylish at home.
These figurines are hard to resist. They're instantly lovable. But honestly, I feel a little conflicted. Here, they're playful works of art. But to me and to many Chinese, I believe Caishen, or the god of wealth, feels sacred, more at home in a temple. So before we meet the artists behind these creations, let me take you to an ancient temple to experience Taishan's more traditional side. Here we are in the Dongyue Temple in Beijing, a place with a history of over 700 years. On my right hand is the Hall of Wealth. Renowned for its strong following here in the capital city, it houses both the civil god of wealth and the martial god of wealth. Now let's take a closer look here. Their job is to carry out the principle of making profits on a fair competition basis in any commercial transaction.
The god of wealth is widely worshipped in Chinese folk belief. He oversees wealth and fortune. In different regions and during different periods of history, people worship their own versions. But one thing remains constant. The god of wealth represents loyalty, integrity, and honesty.
When I showed Shenyi the light-hearted take on the god of wealth, she was immediately charmed.
Oh, that's instant fortune.
Shen believes modern interpretations of the figure blend well with tradition, bridging ancient beliefs and contemporary art. To experience this fusion firsthand, we visited the Beijing studio of Pang Fei and Pang Minghao, creators of the popular God of Wealth figurines.
Here, the god of wealth rides a chubby white horse. In Chinese, this is a homophone for wealth arrives immediately. He rushes towards us like a bearer of gifts and good fortune, much like Santa Claus.
This is the duo's first artistic collaboration. Released half a year ago, the pieces have been in high demand.
We are supplying over 50 stores across the country. They are all asking us to restock faster.
They carefully refined every detail, from concept to execution.
We wanted to modernize the god of wealth, making him part of everyday life. By adding playful poses, he feels more relatable, more fun, and engaging.
People like fun designs, but they also appreciate art. We kept the iconic features, his official hat, moustache, belly, and red robe, but simplified the design. Simplified curves shape the figure, giving a sense of modernism, while young people love the minimalist look.
By blending classic symbols with modern design, their work shows how age-old beliefs can find new life in contemporary forms.
Discover the potential. Witness the opportunities. Experience dazzling exhibitions and captivating events. Explore groundbreaking innovations and future-shaping industries. Stand at the crossroads where the cities of tomorrow meet timeless traditions. Meet China, where every story is a new discovery.
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.